Saludos y bienvenidos al canal de nuestra maestra. Hoy vamos a tocar el tema de por y para. We have to have a presentation on por y para, and the main reason is because both of them mean for. So how do you know when to use which? Vamos a ver. If I make the statement, I am making a cake for my mom, you wonder why when I say for. And this is kind of like what happens in Spanish. Is it for her birthday? Like, is she going to receive this cake as a gift? Or is she too busy? Does she own a bakery? And am I making it in her place because she's unable to do it today? What does for really mean? You have to wonder if when we're using for, think about it in English, do we mean a gift or a recipient? Is this for someone? Like, is it for you? Do we mean a destination? I leave for Cali tomorrow. Are we making a comparison? He's pretty tall for a 2-year-old. Or deadline. This is needed for tomorrow. There are so many uses of for in the English language and obviously in the Spanish language as well, but we need to know when we use por and when we use para. Por and para, since they can both mean for, exactly, they can each translate to for, we know that they are prepositions with very similar meanings with this situation. Each preposition, however, has its own use. Por and para, together, both words can be translated to for, through, in, because, to, as in order to, and also by. Uses of por are mainly when we're using it to say that we're passing through. El tren pasa por España. General location. Hay un banco por aquí. Duration. Estudiamos por 3 horas. Cause. Encendí la luz por la oscuridad. In exchange. Pagamos por la comida. In place of or instead of. Estoy enfermo. ¿Puedes trabajar por mí? We also use it for means and by way of. Por ejemplo, hablamos por teléfono or viajamos por avión. The uses of para are just about as long a list. We use para when we want to speak about for whom something is done. Damos una fiesta para mamá. We use it for destination. Alberto sale para Madrid mañana. Recipient. Este regalo es para abuelita. Purpose. Leemos el periódico para informarnos. Opinion. Para mí, la clase de español es importante. Comparison. Carlitos es alto para tener 2 años. Deadline. Tienen que terminar la tarea para mañana. Here I have a small diagram. Let's take a look at the one on the right. Para is perfect. I'm focusing on the one on the right because it has an acronym like many times I like to use. Para is perfect. The P, meaning para is for, the P in perfect. Para is for purpose, for effect, for recipient, for future point in time, employment, comparison, and towards, meaning destination. The purpose, we had that as one of the uses. Effect is what takes place in this estudio para aprender. Or effect and purpose, I feel, can be used interchangeably. Recipient, el regalo es para ella. Future point in time is the same as saying deadline. Employment, trabajo para Microsoft, o en este caso yo trabajo para Christopher Columbus High School. Comparison, para un niño es muy alto. He's really tall for a child. Towards is the same as saying destination. Voy para el parque. Now, if we look at the left, por is for everything else. There's no real acronym. Don't try to sound that out because that doesn't make any sense. But notice that we use for cause or reason, for length of time, on behalf of or in favor of. This is what I was using for in place of. Like, you know, I work in her place. Pues trabajé por ella. Frequency. Voy al cine 2 veces por semana. That's the same one that I used previously as duration. In exchange for, anytime it involves money, for the most part, you're going to be using por. Through, along, or by. Voy por el parque. I'm going to go through the park. I'm going to walk to school by the park, or along the street of the park. Gratitude. That's very important. It's always important that if you're going to hear gracias, you're always going to use por. And means of doing something. Voy al cine por bus, me llamo por teléfono, viajo por avión. All of that is uses of por. This you might want to screenshot of so that you could look back at for quick studying. Vamos a practicar ahora. Número 1. Roberto tiene que hacer el trabajo blank mañana. Mañana is our deadline, future point in time. Therefore, the answer for that one is going to be para. Viajamos a Brasil, blanco, barco. Viajamos a Brasil. We are traveling to Brazil by ways or means of a boat. Therefore, por barco. Cerramos la ventana, blank, los mosquitos. We're closing the windows because of the mosquitoes. That is the reason we are closing them. It is our cause. Therefore, por. Yo salgo, blank, Honduras el jueves. We are discussing destination. We are saying we are heading towards that direction. Therefore, we're going to use para. Yo, or in this case, compré mi pasaje, blank, $100. We're talking about money. I told you that if it involved money, you would have to use the word por. Número 6, it just went ahead of me. Traje esta carta para el director. In this case, el director is the recipient of the letter. Mi computadora es buena. Blank, ser tan vieja. We're making a comparison. It's a good computer, even given the fact that the computer is so old. So, para, because it's a comparison. Número 8. Yo esperé a Javier blank 2 horas ayer. We're discussing duration. Therefore, we're going to use por. Make sure that you have these notes in your notebook, particularly the things that you need help in memorizing or can be struggling with. Yo les doy a ustedes las gracias por su atención.